this review, I'm continuing my Headmasters theme, and we're going to be doing the Decepticon G1 Headmaster Horrorcons. These, of course, are 2 triple changers and Headmasters as well. I never had these as a kid, and I really wanted them. And when I got them, about 1990, can't remember now, 1996, 1997, something like that, I managed to find them in a little shop in Shepperton. And I was really disappointed in them. I thought, oh my god, what the fuck is going on with these? Anyway, I know a lot of people actually like them, but I don't know. I sort of do like them, but part of me just can't bring myself to like them. They're saying that I do. It's a bit strange. Anyway, I'm going to bring on the first one, and I will tell you my reasons why I don't like them. It's probably why the reasons why everybody else does like them, but we shall see. Anyway, this is the first one. This is APEFACE. This is him in his battle cruiser mode, whatever you want to call it, Cybertronian jet mode. And to be honest, this is his best, no, actually his second best mode. His robot mode is actually very good, apart from a little bit of kibble, which I will come on to. Yeah, you know, so let's have a little quick look around it. It's pretty good. He's got the wings, he's got these back wings here, he's got these side wings and everything. He's got a little cockpit, which does open and close as well. He's got his little rub symbol on the top there, it still does work. His cockpit canopy is a little bit, let me try and put a little bit of light on me here. I'm probably going to look a bit pasty face bloody, there we go. Anyway, yeah, his little cockpit is a little bit scratched up, obviously, because this is, you know, it's a bit worn. But that's why I do like some things like this. Yeah, anyway, so he's got a good jet mode. The only problems is he's got the robot hands just hanging off the back and the 8 feet. What I like to do with these actually is I like to fold them up like that. At least then it looks like kind of like thrusters, sort of like at the back, if you can imagine that. Not very good ones, but then again they get in the way of the back wings, as you can see. But you know, it's G1 and they were trying their best, I suppose. But there we go. He's got a nice little landing gear just under here. He's got one there and he's got a couple at the back there. So for me, this is his second best mode. It's actually very good. Let me just do a little comparison with his teammate, which is of course Snapdragon. So they used to fly around and stuff. Anyway, we'll come on to him in a minute. Right, so let's take him into his so-called ape mode. Here we go. Right, the first thing we do is we disconnect the back wings, which is going to become a shield for him in robot mode. Then what do we do? Right, sorry about that, everyone. Someone's just calling me from downstairs there, so I just had to pause it for a second. Right, but I actually forgot to show you Spasma, which is his Headmaster Companion. Which so we open up the cockpit, we just flip up a little front bit here, much like that, and then we just take him out because he can sit in the cockpit, which is pretty good. Going to put APEFACE down for a second. Going to straighten out his legs, and so this is little Spasma. His little arms do move, which is pretty cool, like that. So you can have him punching people and what have you. His legs are all connected though, unfortunately. I can't remember if you can move his. Oh, you can give him like a strange little cartoon running appearance, a bit like an old Lego man. But that's about it with him. Anyway, right. So we're going to pop him down there. Now then, we're going to carry on with transforming APEFACE. We're going to close that back up. Right, first thing we need to do is just flip these little wings in like that, so nice, close them up. Then we are going to fold the little nose cone over. Right, yes, now then, we then get this section and just rotate it all the way around to the back there. Then we get these little legs and we just fold these down, which of course can become the 8 legs. Fold it out of the little 8 feet. Move these robot arms, which are clearly the robot arms, there's no else of disguising them, just up into a position where they don't look so terrible. Then we get these, which are going to become the ape arms, and they've got a little tab just there. We use that just to flip out his little, whatever you want to call it, talons, claws, like that. So we flip out that, and there we go. Right, so that's basically him done. And we put him down there, if he'll stand up, which he won't. Just pop him down there. We're going to transform Spasma. So he's got a nice easy transformation. We just transform him like that. And there we have it, his little ape head there, as you can see it. Right, then we get our main body. And we stick him on. Where does he go? He goes here, I believe. We just stick him on there. Okay, and so this is APEFACE in ape mode. So this is why I don't like it. It's just all over the place. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the legs are a bit higgledy-piggledy. They just don't look right. You've got the robot arms hanging off it, and these arms are just way too far back. The arm joint pivot should sort of like at least been around here or something, just to give it a little bit of clarity. And this bit don't connect properly, so it just sort of hangs there. But saying that, it's G1. It looks horrible and clunky and sort of like ancient, and I suppose this is why it appeals to me these days. But at the time, I didn't even have the instructions, and I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on with it. So there we go. That is his ape mode. I mean, if I'd have been a little kid, and plus he's got the robot head just hanging off the back there, which is a bit of a shame, really. Yeah, if I'd have been a little kid, I'd have been probably disappointed with that. But there we go. Right, we're going to take him now to his robot mode. We disconnect Spasma, put him down there. We then fold the little arms back into each other like that. Now then, we turn him up this way. These have got to rotate round to here. Now then, these sections we're going to pull out. See, this bit just flops down all the time. Right, we're going to pull these sections out. These are going to become the robot legs, like so. We're going to flip that back bit up, and now what are we doing? Right, I think what I do is I get the robot arms, we extend them like that. Now then, what do I do with these? There's a something I do with this, because otherwise it is just absolutely ridiculous. I think I use the robot legs like that, and just sort of like hold them onto these bits, something like this. I can't exactly remember how I do it now. I think I'll do it like that. That's it. And just put them down straight. Oh, there we go. It's a bloody mess, this one. And then it just stops the backpack falling down on the floor. I mean, maybe it's mine. Maybe the joint has just gone loose. I don't know. Anyway, right. So we straighten out his arms like that. And then we get Spasma again. We turn him around, and this time we put him on here. And he connects there. And this is APEFACE in robot mode, probably his best mode as far as I'm concerned. It actually looks pretty good, apart from the backpack, which is massive and very kiddly. But saying that, you know, it comes with his robot gun, which is pretty good. You can actually put this on him in jet mode, which I forgot to show, but it's nothing special, so don't worry. He comes with a little hole on his shoulder joint just there, where you can attach this. It becomes his shield, like that. It stops you losing all the items, I suppose. It's a pretty good robot mode. I do like it. He's got a good fair bit of articulation in the legs and what have you, and the arms. So, you know, I mean, he's all right in this mode anyway. But yeah, right. Anyway, his Headmaster feature, of course, is his stats. We flip down this little panel down there, and it reveals his stats. Let me just try and get the light glare off it. You might not be able to read them. I can't remember what it is. He's got about a strength of 8, maybe 8 or 9. Strength of about, speed about 6 or 7, and intelligence down to about 5. There we go. But that always looks shit in my opinion, so I hardly ever reveal that, and I just keep it like that. Anyway, right, that is APEFACE in robot mode. We're going to pop him down there. Saying with all that backpack though, he does stand quite well, so that's something. Anyway, right, we're going to move on to one which I, again, not too keen on the animal mode, but is actually better than APEFACE. Not a lot, but just a bit. This, of course, is Snapdragon. This is him in his like space cruiser mode, or Cybertronian jet mode, whatever you want to call it. Actually looks pretty good. I can never remember whether you're supposed to have these inverted or outverted. I can never remember, so but I like him inverted. I think it looks a little bit better. And you can imagine him flying along like that. Looks pretty good. Looks kind of like a Blackbird SR T10, whatever the hell it's called. Oh, and a bit like Overlord as well, which is pretty cool. And I've just noticed Retro Labels do some stickers for Overlord now, so I'll be getting them soon, because my stickers on Overlord are absolute shit. Anyway, right, you can't attach these little lasers, because it does come with 2. You can put them in those little holes there. And so, there you go, that's what he looks like with his lasers on. And shooting people and what have you. Right, so, now then, I'm not going to forget to show you Kronk, almost like I did with Spasma. Right, so we open this little cockpit up. Strange one, because he's got the proper little cockpit there, but you've got to open this one up. And then we just tip him out. And here is Kronk. Right, so, now then, this is Kronk in robot mode. It's not that good, to be honest. He's got his tiny little bloody arms. They do move. Again, I've never had a problem with these snapping. They're saying that, they'll probably snap now. Yeah, so he can, you know, like punch people with his little arms and what have you. And his legs, mine are a bit floppy, unfortunately. But, you know, he's still alright. There we go, we're going to close him up. Yeah, what I do like about them is he's got all the serrated teeth from the T-Rex mode on his arms and legs, giving him a bit of a mean feel, I think. Anyway, right, we're going to pop him down there. And now then we're going to take this guy to T-Rex mode, I believe he is, I think. Not totally sure, but that's kind of like what he is. Right, we're going to disconnect the guns. I'm actually going to disconnect these hydrofoil tail things, because they do get in the way. Right, where do we go from here? We flip this section up like that. We move this one out. This is going to become his tail. We rotate this round. These flip out. That moves and does some other strange sort of stuff. We fold these back like that. I hope you're following all this. If it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, it's probably because I don't. I hardly ever transform these, and I'm trying to remember my best. Right, then you can also, he has got a bit of articulation in these legs. You can bend them like that, but I usually keep them straight because it just looks a little better and helps. I think I actually keep that like that. And yeah, roughly like that. Right, now then, I believe these bits are supposed to rotate all the way round and come down to this position, I think. But I cannot remember totally. Even the instructions doesn't, well, it does show you one way, but it looks crap, I think. Anyway, then we extend the little weird arms. Is this how I do it? Or do I do it some other different way? Oh, I think I do this, I think. Oh, this is what I do. I put these down like this, into this position, I think. Anyway, then we open out this little bit, and like that, and then we get Kronk, pop him there, and then we transform him into the T-Rex head, like that. He actually has open jaws, which is quite cool, when you get them to open together anyway, like that, so you can bite stuff, pretty good. Anyway, right, so then we put Kronk in that little opening there, like that. Is that how I have it? Like that, maybe? I think that's how I actually have it, I think I close that up like that, and then you can extend the tail like that. Unfortunately, his head is always just looking up, but that's about as best as I can get it. Otherwise, you've got these, if you have it in any other position, all these things are just up in the air, and they're there, and they obscure the head. You can have it, you know, I can't remember how the instructions say to have it, but the way I just done it the first time, I think looks a little better. And I can't remember, maybe that's the way it's actually supposed to go. I can't really remember, because I never had the instructions for this. I mean, it could be this, but to be honest, that to me looks shit, and you've got the head tucked away, hardly you can see it. So I'm pretty certain it is supposed to be all the way down there with that up like that. There we go. See, this is probably why I haven't done a review on these before, because they're just a bit annoying and they're all over the place. Anyway, yeah, see, I think that looks better. But there we go, that's just me. Anyway, right, so that's him in his T-Rex mode, whatever you want to call it. Dragon mode, I suppose. He's seen as a dragon, but doesn't look totally like a dragon to me, but there we go. Right, with these guns, can you put them on in this mode? Yes, you can. He actually has 2 screw holes just there, where you can put his little guns in. They do fit in quite snugly, like that. There we go. So he goes in there, and they don't look too bad, really. You know, if you wanted them in there. Anyway, right, let's take this guy to robot mode. He's got a pretty cool robot mode as well. Right, so then we disconnect Kronk out the top there, put him down. Fold that a little bit away. Now then, what do we do next? We fold out these little bits. We fold out the little, sorry, we re-put the arms to there. Fold them back up. If you can hear my dad outside, he's talking to the cat. I have actually got another cat in here somewhere. I think he's under my bed at the moment. He'll probably make an appearance later when he wants something to eat. Anyway, right, so we fold out these little bits, fold them away, match them up with the other bit like that, and then fold out these down to there. Right, so now then, fold the little dragon feet away. I'm going to stick with dragon, he actually sounds better. especially with his name. Put them like that, and then get this whole top section and rotate. Oh, sorry, we've got to flap this bit, flap it down to the back down there. Then we rotate this bit like that, and this becomes another major bit of kibble, unfortunately. And we fold out the little robot feet that are just tucked away in there like that. Very small little robot feet. Right, so now then we get Kronk again. This is him in his dragon mode head, of course. We flip this little bit down like that, and that becomes his little head. Pretty cool. And then that, of course, goes in there like that. And now we have Kronk in robot. So Kronk, even Snapdragon in robot mode. He's got quite a cool robot mode actually. He's got little holes on the what were his dragon feet in there, which are represent his hands. So he can hold his guns in there like that. You can bend him at the elbow like that, just to give him a different sort of look. Oh, they're bloody tight though. You know, so you know, he looks pretty good. It's just that little bit of kibble there really lets him down a little bit. Now then, if you well, whatever you want to call it, move this panel down. Just there, that reveals his stats and everything. He's got quite high stats. His strength is about 10, speed is about 8, intelligence about 8 as well. There we go, like so. But then again, I don't usually show that when I'm displaying them. I think this guy does look quite good. It's good. It's okay. Do these guys work? I think they do work, to be honest. I do like them. I'm glad I've got them, and I wouldn't sell them. These are two guys, and I do love them. I love them because they were called Horrorcons, and it made them sound, you know, pretty fucking nasty guys. I think they only appeared in the comics. Well, they appeared in the UK comic in the I can't remember what, about issue 130 or something like that, when Snapdragon was going to slaughter Chromedome. But there we go. But then he got shot. Yeah. So right, this has been Graham with the Headmaster Horrorcons. I hope you liked it. And we'll stick around because I've got more Headmaster stuff coming, including Fortress Maximus. I'm going to try and do that one sometime. Hopefully not too far from when you see this one, because I've got the week off. So I'm going to try and do loads. Anyway, this has been Graham. Click 75. I'll see you all next time.